I honestly shouldn't even be sitting here right now and having to explain myself to certain people or some people out there that watch my content. Now, as you may know, Brennan and I have been friends for a few years. And I know the whole thing down in the comments. I see a lot of positivity whenever I make a video with him, and I really do appreciate those that enjoy it. But sometimes, and lately, the comments have been kind of weird and been very strange towards me in this case. People have lately been not even accusing me, but just straight up saying, yeah, bro's a pedophile. You know, he's a chopper. He's preying on Brennan. And I think it's honestly really disappointing when I read these type of comments. The fact that some people don't know how long me and Brennan have known each other, how long me, my mom, dad, and everyone around me has known his parents, and I'm more of a role model towards him. So I've known Brennan for about 3 years, and we've only really started to chill around each other about 2 years ago. When I first introduced him to my mukbang channel, we were seeing each other, I think, once a week, at his place, gaming at his place. Because I was like, hey, I got no friends, because, I have no friends. And I was like, maybe he wants to chill out. Maybe he wants to go play some video games. And his parents said, yeah, cool, you can come towards us. Those were one of the first few times, it's obviously very awkward in the beginning because you're like not used to being in someone else's house. But I started to come around more by them, play more video games eventually, started eating with them, having dinner with them, and very enjoyable. And that's when I started to also get to know Brandon a little bit better and his parents a little bit better. And I said, they knew I was doing YouTube at that time, they still do. And I said, hey, would it be cool if you want to make a video with me? He said, yeah, what type of video? A mukbang perhaps? He didn't know what it was first. So he was like, yeah, cool. So I obviously asked his parents, if it's cool. They said, yeah, no problem. And that's when it already started. We've been making videos for about 2+ years, and I really do enjoy making videos with him. Now I don't really see him much anymore, and I wanted to just kind of go back to the mukbang that I made about a week ago with him. It was a really cool video, and I'm very glad majority of people enjoyed it. But I made a video as well on this channel a couple of days ago where I was having a day with him. Basically, he came over to my place Saturday, and this isn't the first time he's come over to my place. Just to let you know why I let him come over my place is because it's fun for him and it's fun for me. At least that I can do something with someone in the way of I can go outside and play football, can play video games, mess around, have jokes, but also have serious moments. I feel like a lot of people kind of don't seem to understand or underestimate Brendan because people think, oh, he's 12 years old. He's probably not that developed, but he is actually. You'll be very surprised, but if you got the chance and opportunity to know him and know him outside of, the videos and everything, you actually get to understand he's a very, very smart kid. Very sensitive in some certain ways, but he's not stupid. He knows a lot of stuff for his age, and that's why I also like being around him because there's a lot of stuff that he at his age can relate to as well. And I also try to help him for a lot of people that don't understand, I look at these comments and it disappoints me and it really infuriates me when I read, bro's a predator, probably preying upon him. I cannot believe some people think this is even funny to comment because those are some very heavy accusations/allegations, which in this case are obviously not true. So I want you to reconsider before you comment something like that it can damage my reputation in a way of if you go ahead and spam and say, oh, bro's this and that will damage my reputation in a negative way and in a way that I can actually sue somebody. Now look, I better hope whoever thinks this is funny and likes spreading false information or like that, I hope that I will never find out who you are because if I do, and this is a warning, anybody that thinks it's funny, I will have to take the strategic route and may have to sue you for that because it's damaging somebody's reputation, accusing me of stuff that is not true in this case. And I'm very sorry for those who didn't have the opportunity to grow up in a different way. I'm sorry you had a messed up childhood in this case. If you think the fact that I want to do anything sexual with him or do anything with, then that is quite frankly your own problem. That is not my problem because I don't look at it like that. I don't invite him over to do anything weird with him. You want to know something funny? I respect his privacy. I let him sleep in the second room, which in this case is meant for him. I don't do weird stuff with him. I make sure that he's straight at school, meaning that I make sure whatever he does at school, I'm like, yo, maybe this time you shouldn't do it like that. You've got in a fight last time. Let me try and approach you in a different way. There's a lot of things that I can teach him at this age, and you have to look at it as I'm a bigger brother. You must understand Brendan doesn't have a person to look up except from his parents. He doesn't have a big brother or a big sister. I'm sort of the big brother in this case. Trying to help him out with school, trying to help him and say, listen, dude, some stuff in life, people are going to do this and that. I try to prepare him for high school, saying, high school is going to be the real task. You either have to blend in or adapt, but whatever way, you have to make sure that you do good in high school. And it's sad when I see these comments, man. It really saddens me. Because it tells me more about the individual typing such a messed up comment than it does about me. I like spending time around Brendan. I like spending time around his family. And if you can't see that, that is, like I said as well, that is your own problem and it's nothing to do with me. You're the one in this case who's sexualizing it, who's predarizing it, because your mind is clearly not in a stable way. I try to help the kid, like I said, with homework. I try to help him with stuff in life that he could do better. Because he's very young, obviously. And with my experience and my age, I've already gone through high school. I've already done all this and this stuff. I've done stuff that even I am not proud of. And I hope that he doesn't go in that route. That's why I try to help him. And that's why I try to be there for him. Me and Brendan literally have contact almost every day. We don't always talk. Sometimes we send ridiculous memes towards each other. Sometimes he sends me weird stuff that I'm like, I was not doing that shit at my age because I grew up in a different generation. You know, nowadays, everyone's gotten so sensitive as well, which I have to agree. Why is it weird that I'm hanging around him? Why is it weird that I'm trying to inform him to do certain stuff? Back at my age, like I've mentioned before, when I was around his age, 10, 12, 11, I was hanging around with people that were 20, 25. Hey, nobody said in those times that's weird, so why is it weird in my case? I'm really sorry that I even have to make this video, that I have to even explain myself. I really wish I wouldn't. But our friendship is deeper than just friends. We're brothers, basically, if that's how you can look at it. I have got a brother myself, and I love my brother to death. And even him in this situation says, man, these people are just messed up at saying it. Because why is it weird in my case? Like I said, I grew up with people that were not my age. And in this case, I'm trying to be here for Brendan, trying to help my boy out. Because there's a lot of stuff that he can learn from me, from experience, from this and this and that. So I'm going to continue making videos with him. Don't you think because some people commented, oh bro, don't stop. No, me and Brendan have got a good bond. And Brendan, frankly honest, is not bothered by the comments because he doesn't read them as much as I do. But I do read each and every individual comment. And I have had to block this certain person named Jacob. Because if you want to know, he was the one who was doing all these stupid, retarded comments. For months and months, this guy has been harassing me on all my channels. It was fun at the beginning, this and this and that. But it went from joking to accusing me of stuff that is not true in this case. So I've had to block him. I've had to block numerous amount of people on all the channels because they keep spreading false information about me, which can taunt my reputation. And I don't find it funny. And I will definitely take further steps upon if you think this is funny. Please, I urge you to stop commenting these type of things on all my channels, on my social medias. Because I'm not a child predator. Why would you think I would ever do such a thing? I have family myself. I can tell the difference between right and wrong. You have no clue what a child predator is, my friend. You haven't lived with one. I have. I had a creepy motherfucker in my neighborhood who was a child predator. Now that shit is not to joke around. Because that is disturbing. So please, if you don't have any clue what it's like, then don't comment anything like that. Because we all had to find out the harsh way in our old neighborhood. Then that motherfucker across the street was a child predator. Hope you have a good day and I hope you enjoyed your Christmas. Peace out.